morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and those who are neither, wherever you are in the world. I'm Rambling Rusty Elm, and this is Rambling with Rusty. Last time on Rambling with Rusty, we made our way to Eleanor and spoke with the Proxy Queen, and she gave us her permission to head up to Lilandril and access the Sapiarch's retreat, or college. And along the way, we are taking care of some of the time rifts for the Sigil Order Guild quest that we picked up, as well as trying to help out Rigert, the Brash, the Nord Ambassador, by getting him an audience with the Proxy Queen. So, without further ado, let's get back into it. Let's see.
Anything good?
Now that we need to swim out here, find ourselves a island surrounded by cats or water. The augur isn't sure which. But as you can see on the mini-map, it's out there in the middle of nothing. And actually happens to be almost in a straight line to our destination in Lilandril. Of course, swimming is one of the slowest ways we could possibly get from one place to another. Alright. Now that we're back on land, we'll hit the road. Oh, we got... what's up there? We got another side quest here.
That is it! My, you look like you could use gold. Care to take a job of mine? Quite simple, really. An academic needs an escort through this forest. She wished to meet at a camp. Given the manner of the riffraff one sees on the road these days, I cut through the forest. It's a maze in there. I was hired to defend a respectable research expedition, not to tramp through the woods in full armor. Daewin should have known better. An Ultima fights for glory, not coin. Crawling through the muck just to find some insignificant little temple? Simply outrageous.
Okay, she definitely does not sound... that voice does not match her looks. Let's see... here's the route through.
I hope I was of some assistance.
Greetings, traveler. Say, have you met with another elf around here? Heavy armor, sour disposition. I hired her as an escort for my expedition, and unfortunately I cannot start with... Hardly a surprise, given her demeanor last we spoke. Still, it's hard to get someone to agree to escort you into Ebon Steadmont. From what I heard, the forest appears to... shift. Well, I found research of an ancient temple, somewhere in this very forest. I've come to study what secrets it may have, but I don't think it wise to go it alone. Say, would you be willing to escort? Thank you for accepting my offer. I'm quite excited to be heading my own expedition. Usually I work under Tellinger, the artificer, but sometimes he's a bit much. It's nice to finally be able to break free. Oh no, of course not. The Mages Guild still requires me to accompany him on his expeditions. I've just taken a short sabbatical, is all. As soon as I finish my research... Well, being Tellinger's assistant is informative in many ways. But I think now's the time to prove to the Mages Guild, and to myself, that I can strike out on my own. Ebon Steadmont just happened to catch my interest. A rather enthusiastic and oftentimes impulsive artificer of the Mages Guild. He's generally away on expedition trying to find some artifact or another, and usually I'm there putting my neck on the line when things go wrong. The ruins within Ebon Steadmont are ancient, perhaps even built in the Malefic era. They contain inscriptions of a mysterious language, which only a few have begun to translate. I believe these inscriptions can help lead us to the inner temple.
Okay, well, I think that's all the information we're going to get from her.
We're looking for inscriptions. Alert me once you see any gibberish carved into stone. Yes, this is exactly what we're looking for. Why, it's almost as if I can hear the words. Sel Ra Ang Yond. Eastern Temple? Daedra? I don't have time for distractions. Could you hold them off while I finish translating? The inscription indicates that the temple is further up. Quick, follow me. By Oriel, how did I end up here?
Well,
oh, hello. How did we end up back here? Let's try this again. I think we got separated. This way! I'm over here! Well, seems the rumors are true. Ebon Steadmont truly does twist around you. Perhaps another inscription... Aha! Now let's see. That voice again. Para Ekne. Past pathway? Daedra again? We don't have time for this. Follow me. The temple should be just ahead.
What do you say to some celebratory sweets?
Hurrah, Volisto, the past revealed.
Yay.
There you are. Up the stairs. Take care of that thing before it takes care of us.
There's nothing up here. This guy already done killed it. Oh, it's gonna make me actually wait for it to respawn. There we go. Yes, of course you do.
Thank the stars. I think he's coming too.
Am I really an Aetherius? I didn't know they let... We of the house Ebon Steadmont... I'm Daedra?
Okay.
Forte! Is that you?
Fletch, what's happened? The whole troop is looking for you.
Grand Maestro Forte? Why, I had no idea you were an Ebon Steadmont.
Grand? Oh no, I'm simply Maestro Forte. Hardly worthy of the title Grand yet. It appears you've saved Fletch from the brink of death. It brings to mind the story of Temerian, who of course was saved by the Nereids of... Ah, but now is not the time for such tales. Tell me, what... Daedra? I had no idea. Our watch did report some strange creatures prowling about at night, but I've heard of no other attacks. Something must be attracting them here. The only thing of note I discovered within the temple is a glowing stone in its main chamber. I've yet to translate the stone's inscription, but it may be attracting Daedra to it. I found... Excellent. Why don't you and your companion head to the stone? Just follow the path north. I'll escort Fletch to our camp and make sure he's seen to. We'll meet back here afterward and share our findings.
I know this is strange, but let's get to this stone. Perhaps it can answer some questions. The House of Reveries in Ebon Steadmont? Why wouldn't I have heard about that?
Weekly endeavor, 250 enemies.
Lenka, fall away. Future's door.
Did you hear it too? That woman's voice. At first I thought I was imagining it. Future's door. Drat. Well, I've realized where we are. A House of Reveries expedition I've never heard of. Grand Maestro Forte rebuffing his proper title. And the temple room where we found Fletch? It looked the same as the room we first entered. But there was... It means we ventured somewhere we never should have gone. That's my theory. And I can't be sure in all honesty. But we have to try. This stone should lead us back to our natural time. All you need to do is keep that destination clearly in your mind. I've been hearing this voice since I first started translating these inscriptions. It must be some sort of magic. Oh, it is rather odd for a mysterious language to speak to anyone who reads it. The misdirecting nature of Ebon Steadmont must have kept researchers from studying these inscriptions. That's all. I'm not sure what to tell you. I do know that we have to return to our time, and quickly. It is quite intriguing. Grand Maestro Forte is the head of Somerset's greatest acting troupe, the House of Reveries. But I've also heard tale that he's a great academic as well, though perhaps I'm more familiar with his work. The research I've been using to help translate the language here came from an expedition that occurred around this time. Perhaps Maestro Forte wrote the very notes that led me here. I'll ask him, but I'd rather not affect the past more than we have. Well, Fletch was very close to death, and I recall seeing bones in our present time, right where I found him injured. Most likely he was supposed to die. I'm almost glad I was so ignorant when I healed. As I said earlier, changing the past has far-reaching consequences. For all I know, healing Fletch could have dire consequences to our present. I would have had to wait.
Okay, so through the door. I don't know why she's not following me.
Who's there? Isaac, it's you. Years and years, and I never could find you. And here you are, back where it all began. Looking as if you haven't aged a day. So the stone did send you to the future after all. I had feared the worst. That day I tried to follow after you and return to our original time. I was trapped within Ebon Steadmont. For decades, I'd been studying this language and desperately searching for a way out. But my path would always lead me back here. But I must stop myself from ever going back in time. I've been wasting my life within this cursed forest. The Southern Stone. Fletch! Ah!
I'm sorry, dear, but your role has been cut.
The temple. You must go back. Go through the temple. The Southern Stone. Bane away Tendel. Those...
It's time for the grand finale of our little production. And thus the play continues. I'll see you soon.
Such an effort to escape me. I suppose I have what I need.
Well, I suppose it's curtain call. You finally figured it out. Well, and Derwin figured it out, didn't she? But hey, you put all the legwork in. Ah. But did you kill me? Truly? Not even an accomplished healer could bring me back? And yes, I did take part in Derwin's final scene. Or rather, I will. All a matter of... And Derwin was the leading lady of our production. It was up to her to uncover the mysteries of Ebon Steadmont, to find the true potential of its hidden power. But she found... Sadly, yes. And so my part must end as well. I put on quite the performance, though, don't you think? The poor, confused soul, the dastardly villain, the mysterious... Yes, our heroine should be just outside, if I remember correctly. I told you the very first time we met. I'm Fletch. I used to be a mere actor, but now I serve a greater force. I've served her for quite a while now, helping to find the true power of Ebon Steadmont. With Anderwin's help, of course. What did Anderwin call her? Ah, the Spirit of the Sanctum. An appropriate title as any. She rules over this forest. I think she always has, though I... Don't bother asking me. Mostly because I have no idea. I would have died had the spirit not saved me. And it wasn't too bad. A supporting role, at best. I'd make... Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I barely understand, and I've lived through it. And it's done now, in any case. The language here, of course. You see, it's all rather tricky. Only mortals are able to use the language. That's what allowed you to travel through time, after all. Yes, all our heroine needed was the proper motivation. And Devon was trapped within the forest, unable to get out. Then she would hear a whisper, guiding, always guiding. And as... What did Anderwin... Don't bother us. Oh, I wouldn't worry. The language here... Yes, all...
There you are. How did you... We finally made it to the temple. Oh, I just can't wait to see what secret... The temple is a trap? What do you mean? A book? Why, this is my handwriting. I've been trapped within this forest for decades now. Trapped within the past. My face is filled with something trying to... My goodness. This is all so hard to wrap my head around. Yes, I agree. I suppose I did succeed in this expedition. The notes you've given me are written by my hand after all. Though, of course, that me won't exist now since you've stopped me and I'm sure these notes will give me more details. The best thing to do now is share our findings with the Mages Guild. Let them know. You know, it may be silly, but I suppose I came here to step out of his shadow. If I could be the one to crack Ebon Steadmont, well, perhaps that would be enough. And then Tellinger is the one who makes brash decisions and puts us all in danger, and I'm the one who helps fix it. Yet as soon as I lead, I find myself in the same position as him. For now, I'd rather clean up his... It is a lovely view. Once you put aside all the strangeness.
Ebon Steadmont.
Hail, mighty warrior! You know, coral's just weird sack animal bones, right? So this is a bit like a cemetery, I guess. Ugh, you do not want to know what their ghosts look like. Oh, cheese. I'll leave it at that.
So, standing around is a crime in Somerset?
Yes, we even have a word for it. Loitering. I suggest you learn it.
Say, you speak mud for brains? I could use some help translating for this. I've just been standing here trying to mind my own business until this thug starts telling me to shove off. I'm making people nervous. A fine? Not even a huge fine. But my waters ran dry not long after I arrived here. Oh, they're just looking for an excuse to bully an Argonian.
I have this under control, please. Not that it's your concern, but the Argonian has been found guilty of loitering. If she'll move on without a fuss, the Kinlords will be happy. If the Kinlords are happy, I'll be happy. Very well. You are free to go. Just do not give me cause to regret this decision.
Honestly, I think she plans to do something rash. She might even attack the guards. Ugh.
Stay strong, Emil. I'll get you out of this.
Secure the prisoner in the Fighters Guild. Off you go.
Not now, please. I really must prepare for tonight's lecture. Besides, only those with permission may enter the College of Sapiarchs. We can't have just anyone wandering around. So you're the luminary the Proxy Queen wants me to treat with kid gloves. And I suppose the arrogant Sijic is with you? The compound has been purposely isolated to serve as a sanctuary and place of study. Research and scholarship require solitude and quiet, after all. We use magic to travel back and forth. I'll prepare the port... Just follow me and step onto the dais. By the 7 sacred texts, who has dared invade this place of learning?
I've got this. You talk to that Sapiarch.
This is unheard of. Attacked in our own sanctuary? This is terrible. Please excuse my present state, as I am distraught beyond all rational thought. I never imagined that Daedra would attack our compound. It's madness. Forgive my lapse in protocol. Happened? Oh, it isn't over yet. There was no warning. Daedra filled the compound. So many great minds cut down. We were able to clear the courtyard, but there's more inside. I fear for the sake... The Crystal Tower? You need to speak to Lanatil, Sapiarch of Arcanology and head of our college. She's trapped inside with those monsters. I suggest you enter through the labyrinth beneath the compound.
According to the maps I studied, the labyrinth is this way.
I'll return to Lilondril and warn the guards.
Good idea. Perhaps I should accompany you.
Killing serpents, duelist limit, culture clash, thistle cabal. Okay. I am on this one. Well, folks, it turns out we are out of time for today's episode. We'll have to continue this next time on Rambling with Rusty. Until then, I'm Rambling Rusty Elm. Have a good night, and don't forget to stop and smell the roses.